Have you ever wondered about the bones of a story? What did the outline look like before the characters hijacked it? Ophelia Kee always wondered the same things about her own stories. As a discovery writer, the chaotic pantser style, not even the author knew how the tales in the Draoithe Saga would go until they went backward, analyzing one story while busy writing the next tale or two somehow never happened. Apparently, OK put things off long enough, and some fancy computer magic will provide us with those long-wished-for story overviews. We can finally X-ray the tales from the dream and see their skeletons. Shall we investigate the next story in the dream?
All right, let's dive right into this dark fantasy world. We're talking about two incredibly broken souls. One, a woman who's been conditioned her whole life to be a slave, and the other, an ancient dragon king. And they are on an absolute collision course, all thanks to some powerful magic that, honestly, neither of them even understands.
And this one question, it's just heartbreaking, right? It gets right to the core of our first protagonist's entire story. Her life has been completely, systematically taken apart. It's all been about control and despair, and now she's just desperately trying to find some kind of order in all that chaos. So, let's start with Zania Weatherton. Here's a young woman with this absolutely incredible magical gift, right? She can create force fields, but that gift, it's been twisted into a curse. It's become a tool that other people use to control every single aspect of her life. So how did they do it? Well, she was sent to this just cruel boarding school that basically preyed on orphans. And there, her power was literally stolen from her through a process they call collaring. Think about that. Her magic, something that was a part of her very being, is now locked away in a bracelet. And the only people who can access it are the men who trained her and abused her.
Yeah, this timeline, it's both fascinating and absolutely horrifying. It just lays it all out, doesn't it? The systematic breaking of her will. I mean, she's selected from an orphanage at 14. Then, at 18, she's forced to repay her so-called education through bondage. Her entire life has been this meticulously planned path into servitude. So it's no surprise that by the time she's finally rescued, she's so conditioned that actual freedom, it feels like a whole new kind of prison.
And this, right here, is where her story gets even more tragic. She's finally taken to a sanctuary, a place that's supposed to be safe, but Zania is just lost. She's completely adrift. You know, without a master telling her what to do, without that brutal daily routine she's known for years, she has no clue how to just live. She actually craves the structure of her old life, even as cruel as it was. It's just a chilling reminder of how deep psychological conditioning can run, to the point where the cage is the only home you've ever known.
Okay, so that's Zania. Now let's switch gears and talk about our second protagonist. He's this ancient being, kind of just half living a modern life, but he's about to feel this irresistible pull toward a destiny he probably thought was buried centuries ago.
So, meet Veoran O'Dwyer. On the surface, he's the COO of some major company, but that's not the whole story, not even close. He is actually a 700-year-old resurrected druid king, and for centuries, this powerful dragon that lives inside him has been dormant, asleep. It's left him feeling like he's only half a person, you know? Just a shadow walking through a world he doesn't really belong to anymore. And this really breaks down his internal conflict perfectly. On one hand, you've got Veoran, the human, the successful COO living a life he calls play acting. But then on the other hand, there's Veracity. That's his true dragon self. He's all-powerful, ancient, and completely, fundamentally incomplete. He needs a king to serve, and he's fated to find his life mate, his Valkyrie, someone who's meant to be his equal in every way.
And then, just like that, everything changes. Some kind of mysterious, ancient magic starts pulling at him. It's a call to serve, something he hasn't felt in over 300 years. And it's more than just a call. It's a promise. A chance to finally reclaim his full power and stop living as just a child. And his response? It is immediate and it is total. No hesitation whatsoever. He literally walks out of his high-powered job, signs his apartment over to his mistress, packs a single bag, and books a one-way ticket to Dallas. That's it. The pull of that magic, the chance to be whole again, it just completely outweighs everything he spent years building in the human world. So this magical call leads him to a place called Draoithe. It's a sanctuary for a powerful druid pack, right there in Texas. And when he gets there, he's expecting one thing and one thing only: find a king, swear an oath, and finally feel the full power of his dragon come roaring back to life. He doesn't waste any time. He walks right up to the pack leader, a direwolf king named Luke Mendez, and just lays it out. I am Veracity, the Grey Dragon, and I've been called here to serve. Simple as that, right? Well, or so he thinks.
But Luke, the pack leader, basically tells him, nope, you're mistaken about why you're really here. And then he tosses Veoran a heavy gold bracelet. And it's not just any bracelet, it's a calling bracelet, the exact same kind that controls Zania's magic.
And with just a few cryptic words, Luke just shatters all of Veoran's expectations. He realizes the whole purpose of this journey wasn't to serve some king on a throne. It was to find a person, his fated person. So then Zania is brought into the room, and Veoran is just hit with this storm of emotions. On one hand, there's this white-hot rage when he sees the coloring bracelet on her wrist and hears her story. But right underneath all that anger is this undeniable, soul-deep attraction. He knows in an instant, she's his. So in this one single fated meeting, it all clicks for Veoran. He realizes Zania isn't just some broken woman who needs to be saved. No, she's his destiny. She is the Valkyrie his dragon soul has been searching for 700 years. And this is a major turning point. He doesn't try to fix her with gentle words or kindness. Instead, he immediately gives her the one thing her broken mind craves: a master. It's a really interesting and difficult question, right? For Zania, maybe the path to healing doesn't start with total freedom, but with a different kind of control, one based on possession instead of exploitation. So, to make their bond permanent and actually start her healing, he kicks off her transformation. And this is an intense, primal, magical ritual. We're talking a venomous bite, a blood exchange. The whole thing forges this permanent telepathic soul bond between them. And this really shows you their new reality. For the first time, maybe ever, Zania feels cherished, she feels protected. But at the same time, Veoran is flooded with every single moment of her pain, every bit of degradation she's ever suffered. Now, for an ancient, possessive creature like a dragon, an attack on his fated mate, that's the ultimate crime, and a violent response is the only one his dragon nature is going to allow. So, her rescue might be complete, but trust me, their story is just getting started. This new bond has given them a new, shared purpose, one born from her trauma and his rage. And that dragon, Veracity, is now fully awake, and he is bonded to his Valkyrie, and he makes a vow. He is going to hunt down every single man who ever harmed her. He's going to destroy the entire system that created and sold her. Basically, he is going to get vengeance for his stolen treasure. Which leaves us with this really fascinating question, right? He claimed her to save her, giving her the kind of dominance she needs just to function. But isn't his possessive protection just a new kind of cage? And as they start this incredibly violent hunt for vengeance, you have to ask yourself, in a world full of monsters and victims, who is truly saving whom?
I sincerely hope you enjoyed this view of a story skeleton, glimpsing the characters, setting, and plot structure along with the twists within the writing in this tale from the Draoithe Saga by Ophelia Kee. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more original stories and audio adventures. A special thank you to OK Music Writers for writing and for sharing the Enter the Dream soundtrack. It's more than a story, it's an experience. Welcome to the dream.